Senator Sigei. Honorable members, let us resume our seats. Order, honorable members. We are now on the committee of the whole. Senator Omogeni. Order, Senator Mundigi. Resume your seat, please. Honorable members, we are in the committee of the whole on the Division of Revenue Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bills number 38 of 2024. Let's call out, clerk call the relevant clauses.
Clause 2.
Clause 2, honorable members, I propose the question that clause 2 be part of the bill. I call upon the chairperson standing committee on finance and budget to read the amendments or the proposed amendments. Chairman Sindaroba. No, it's okay. Hi, how are you? The Vice Chairperson proceeds to read the proposed amendments.
Chair, I do beg to move that the Clause 2 amendments be adopted as proposed.
Now, honorable members, I now propose the question that Clause 2 be amended as proposed, and I put the question that Clause 2 be amended as proposed. Division shall be at the end.
Clause 3.
Senator Tabitha, proceed to the dispatch. Let's proceed to Clause 3. Senator Tabitha.
Chair, I do beg to move that Clause 3 be amended as it appears in the order paper. Oh, I read the Clause 3.
Senator Tabitha, Clause
Yes.
3 is actually for deletion.
Yes.
Kindly properly go through.
Mr. Chair, I do beg that the Clause 3 be amended by deleting as proposed in the order paper. Deleting.
Honorable members, I now propose the question that Clause 3 be deleted, and I put the question that Clause 3 be deleted. Division at the end. Clause 4.
Clause 4.
Senator Osotsi, what is your point of order?
Mr. Speaker, this is a very important piece of legislation. How I would wish that the mover also explains the import of the amendments. Because, for example, Mr. Speaker, the first amendment, where they are talking about to provide for a downward revision of the projected ordinary revenue. Can we just be explained to so that we understand what is the import of this?
Very well, Senator
I know the
Osotsi.
importance of passing this bill, but I think I have been in this process before. And I think the mover has a responsibility to explain the justification of the amendment.
Senator Osotsi, very well, that's taken, point taken. From the next clause 4 going forward, the mover may need to explain the import of some of those proposed amendments. However, for purposes of the House, Senator Osotsi, remember we have debated this, and I recall that you did indeed debate and raise the concerns that you had leading to the proposed amendments. Senator Roba, proceed to deal with clause 4. I propose the question that clause 4 be part of the bill.
Okay. I beg to move that clause 4 be amended as proposed in the order paper, that the bill be amended by deleting the proposed new schedule and substitute thereof with the following schedule as published in the order paper.
Honorable members, Senator Kio, allow the chairperson to run us through the proposed amendments. Chairman, proceed. I have given directions that you allow the chairperson. I'm ruling you out of order. Proceed, Senator Roba.
Okay. Okay.
Senator Roba, proceed. Senator Kio, allow Senator Roba to proceed.
What is the difficulty in explaining? What's the problem?
I will explain.
Senator Osotsi asked for an explanation.
Senator Kio, Wambua. Senator Wambua.
But he's doing clause 4.
Senator Wambua.
That's clause 3. He will not pass laws like this.
Senator Wambua, take your seat.
I will take my seat, but let them
Take your seat. Senator Roba.
Okay,
proceed.
Thank you very much. Can you protect me so I can
Proceed. Majority Leader,
Okay,
Senator
honorable
Wambua.
members.
Senator Wambua. Senator Wambua, please allow Senator Roba to be heard in silence. Senator Sifuna, allow the chairperson to explain. Allow the chairperson to continue. Allow. Senator Roba, proceed. Senator Roba, please
Now I'm
proceed.
proceeding. Okay. Just for explanation,
Senator Eddie, Senator Wambua,
no, it's
Senator Roba,
in this environment.
Senator
Okay.
Roba, proceed.
Klaus, when the National Assembly amended the DORA, what they have introduced is a clause that has not been in practice for the last 10 years that we have passed DORA before that, which is that of that wherever there is projection of any shortfall, that shortfall, it will necessitate amendment where the county government and national government will share proportionately that. Now, we have deleted that provision because it's not tenable, and that is what is being deleted. Okay?
But you guys were shouting. How could he have done it?
Now for clause 4, the schedule is presented. It only covers a reduction on shareable revenue because the situation discussed by the memorandum sent necessitated reduction of shareable revenue. So it proposes reduction of shareable revenue from almost 3 trillion to 2.631 for overall shareable revenue, and then proposes further reduction for national government to 2.223 trillion, while maintaining the county government share of revenue at 400.116, as passed in the previous DORA enacted.
That's okay.
Okay.
Well done.
Thank you.
I now propose that clause 4 be amended as proposed, and I put the question that clause 4 be amended as proposed. Division at the end. Senator Cherige, let's allow this process to progress. And honorable members, the most unfortunate thing is that you have had all these documents for the last couple of weeks. You don't read, hence the explanation. Let us proceed. Senator Roba, the title and clause 1.
The title and clause 1.
I propose the question that the title and clause 1 be part of the bill, and I put the question that the title and clause 1 be part of the bill. Division at the end. Honorable members, we are now reporting on the bill, and I wish to call upon the mover, the majority leader, to move.
Mr. Chairperson, I beg to move that the committee do report to the Senate in its consideration of the Division of Revenue, National Assembly Bill number 38 of 2024, and its approval thereof with amendments.
I now put the question that the committee do report to the Senate in consideration of the Division of Revenue Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bills number 38 of 2024, and its approval thereof with amendments. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Honorable Senators, Mr. Speaker. So you'll report back.
On the senators, have your seats. Honorable senators, I highly discourage the exchange between the two sides. So let us have some order. So, Chairperson. Chairperson.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I beg to report that the Committee of the Whole has considered the Division of Revenue Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bills number 38 of 2024, and its approval thereof with amendments.
Thank you, Mover.
Mr. Speaker, I beg to move. Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the House do agree with the committee on the said report. I beg to request Senator Eddie Okech to second.
Senator Eddie Okech. Give Senator Eddie the mic.
Mr. Speaker, I second.
Sorry, our officer here, Ms. Gainden, the chair. So I think what you have done is not right. So we will first go to the division. We resume committee of the whole? Yes. Sergeant at Arms, we are going back to the committee of the whole.
Honorable members, let's resume our seats. Sergeant at Arms, could you please ring the quorum bell for 5 minutes?
A 5 minutes division bell, as guided by the chair of the Committee of the Whole, Honorable Senator Wakili Hilary Sigei. And this 5 minutes has been a directive to ensure that senators who had stepped outside the chambers are back in the chamber this afternoon to allow the House complete the consideration of various clauses and provisions under the Division of Revenue Amendment Bill of 2024. The objective and the purpose of this act is to amend the Division Act of 2024 to provide for equitable sharing of the shortfall in revenue raised nationally, and has been occasioned by the downfall and the downward revision of the projected ordinary revenue among the national government and the county governments.
Members, we had dealt with, the last one was the title and clauses. We were done with clauses, and we are now on divisions. And honorable members, clause for deletion, I would like to put the question that clause 3 be deleted. Clauses with amendments, I put the question that the first one is clauses for deletion. I put the question that clause 3 be deleted. Then we vote, right? Honorable members, the question is clause 3 that is supposed to be deleted, and as many as are of that opinion, well, honorable members, we are now running to vote on clause 3 that is for deletion, and we are voting electronically. We are starting with the deletions first, honorable members. Then we will go to clauses for amendment. So the first one we are dealing with is clause 3, which is for deletion. Yes, please. Honorable members, log in. Honorable members, log out, then log in. And I ask the Sergeant at Arms to pull out unattended cards from the delegates' point. Members, you may log in and vote. Start voting now. I can't vote here.
You can manually, yeah.
So their concern actually, I noticed, is because of this clause, the clause. Senator Jumaboy and Senator Samson Cherargei. We will proceed to the next vote, then we will announce the results of division later. We dealing with clauses with amendments. Honorable Senators, I now put the question that clauses 2 and 4 be amended as proposed. Log out from your delegates and log in and proceed to vote. This is clauses 2 and 4. You can start voting now. Members, you proceed to vote. Time for voting is running out.
Come to selection. Here.
Selection. Let's see the list.
Senator Omogeni, Senator Karungu Dangwa, ngoja kidogo wachore ile. Who's not voted? Omogeni? Yeah. Kamau Joseph?
Yes, sir.
Senator Kamau, you are there as well. You need to vote.
Senator Mazai.
Yeah, Senator Mazayo, Senator Mogeni,
Senator Kamau,
Senator
Tangwa. They are all here.
Even Isa.
Senator Juma Boy, Isa.
And Deputy Speaker, he was away from his seat.
Deputy Speaker.
Yeah. You vote from there.
Kamau is okay, isn't it?
Senator Kamau.
Kamau is okay.
Kamau is not okay. He's right here.
So the five of you, Senator Thangwa, Omogeni, Madzayo, Kamau, and Isa Juma Boy. Thank you, leader.
Deputy Speaker.
Yes.
Nyandarua.
Matthew is here. He has voted.
Said no. Even in the earlier vote.
Honorable members, we are done with clauses with amendments. That was clause 2 and 4. We are now on all clauses. And I put the question that clause 2 as amended, clause 4 as amended, the title and clause 1 be part of the bill. You may now proceed to vote. Senator Thangwa. Senator Mbugua, approach the desk. Senator Karen Nyam, you're in the chamber. Resume your seat and recall the directions given previously by the Speaker on the conduct of members while in the chamber with regards to their phones. Honorable members, these are the results of division on clause 3. The ayes 29, nays 0, abstention 0. The ayes have it. On clauses 2 and 4, this is the second division. Ayes 28, nays 0, abstentions 0. The ayes have it. And lastly, the results of the third division, that is on all clauses. Ayes 28, nays 0, and abstentions 0. The ayes have it. The Majority Leader, please proceed to move.
Sini, I have it. I beg, Chairperson, I beg to move that the committee do report to the Senate its consideration of the Division of Revenue Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 38 of 2024, and its approval thereof with amendments.
Honorable members, I now put the question that the committee do report to the Senate its consideration of the Division of Revenue Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bills number 38 of 2024, and its approval thereof with amendments. And now, as many as of that opinion say aye. Aye. As many as of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it.
Honorable Senators, Mr. Speaker,
So, Senators, kindly, honor members, don't leave the chamber. We have another division, the last one. Chairperson of the committee of the whole.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I beg to report that the Committee of the Whole has considered the Division of Revenue Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bills number 38 of 2024, and its approval thereof with amendments.
Mover. Majority Leader.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the House do agree with the committee on the said report. I request Senator Eddie Okech to second.
Senator Eddie Okech.
Mr. Speaker, I second.
Honorable Senators, I propose the question that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. I put the question that the House do agree with the committee in the said report. As many as of the similar opinion say aye. Aye. As those of the contrary opinion say nay. Mover.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the Division of Revenue Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 38 of 2024, be now read a third time. I request the Senator for Nairobi, Senator Edwin Sifuna.
Before you second, there is a senator with a phone, with a speaker. Who is that senator? Sanjay Times, can you frisk that senator? And you take away the phone? Or you switch it off? You out of order, Senator Mwendakatai.
You're watching funny movies in the afternoon.
So proceed. Proceed and request you are more the second of the...
Mr. Speaker, you know the people of Tharaka previously had sent a very serious senator. Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the Division of Revenue Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill, number 38 of 2024, be now read a third time. I request the Senator of Nairobi, Senator Edwin Sifuna, to second.
Senator Edwin Sifuna.
Honorable Chair, I second.
On the question that I put, I remember I said the Highs have it. If I didn't, then I confirm that the Highs have it. Honorable Senators, I propose the question that the Division of Revenue Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bills number 38 of 2024, be now read at that time. Okay. I put the question that the Division of Revenue Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bills number 38 of 2024, be now read at that time. We are now, and we are voting electronically. Now, proceed and vote. All the senators, Senator Medu, Senator Kale Nyamu. Honorable Senators, this is the results of the division. Ayes 29, nays 0, abstention 0. So the ayes have it.
A bill for an act of parliament to amend the Division of Revenue Act.
So, Senators, we have two. So, Honorable Senators, Sergeant at Arms, you can withdraw the bar and open the doors. But before any movement, either in or out of the chamber, let us have order number 8 and 9. Next order. There is a voice vote, yes.
Order number 8, motion. Report of the 66th Commonwealth Parliamentary Conference held in Accra, Ghana from 30th September to 6th October 2023.
Order, Senators, Senator Chimera, is it Medu, Senator Medu? Honorable Senators, I put the question that the Senate notes the report of the 66th Commonwealth Parliamentary Conference held in Accra, Ghana from 30th September to 6th October 2023, laid on the table of the Senate on 15th February 2024. I confirm we have quorum, so I go ahead and put the question that will as many as are that opinion say aye. Will as many as those of a contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Next order.
Order number 9, motion. Report of the joint sittings of the Departmental Committee on Finance and National Planning of the National Assembly and the Standing Committee on Finance and Budget of the Senate on approval hearing of Mr. David Kibet Kemei, nominee for appointment to the position of Director General of the Competition Authority.
All the senators. All the senators. I again confirm that we have quorum, so I proceed to put the question that the Senate adopts the report of the joint sittings of the Departmental Committee on Finance and National Planning of the National Assembly and the Standing Committee on Finance and Budget of the Senate on the approval hearing of Mr. David Kibet Kemei, nominee for appointment as the Director General of the Competition Authority, laid on the table of the Senate on Thursday, 26 September 2024, and that pursuant to Section 12(1) of the Competition Act and the Sections 3 and 8 of the Public Appointments Parliamentary Approval Act, the Senate approves the nomination of Mr. David Kibet Kemei for appointment as the Director General of the Competition Authority. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of that of a contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. So, yeah, Honorable Senators, we are going back to the statements and standing under 56(1)A. And I request the chairperson, Justice, Legal Affairs, and Human Rights.
Mr. Speaker, I thank you for giving me the opportunity to read this statement from the Committee of Justice and Legal Affairs and Human Rights on the amendments proposed by the committee to the House of Parliament Bicameral Relations Bill 2023, National Assembly Bills number 44 of 2023.
Senator Mudigi, consulting Ruto's country and standing on 118 has given clear directions on how to behave in the chamber.
Thank you for that protection, Honorable Speaker. I rise pursuant to Standing Order 56-1 of the Senate Standing Orders to make a statement relating to a matter for which the committee is responsible, namely the proposed amendments to the Houses of Parliament Bicameral Relations Bill 2023, National Assembly Bills number 44 of 2023. Honorable Speaker, the Houses of Parliament Bicameral Relations Bill 2023, National Assembly Bills number 44 of 2023 seeks to provide for how a joint resolution of a question relating to the nature of a bill under Article 110, Sub-Article 3 of the Constitution is to be made. The bill also deals with matters relating to co-sponsoring of bills and conduct of joint proceedings, including joint sittings of the Houses, joint committees, and mediation committees. Mr. Speaker, the bill was published on 28th of July 2023 and introduced in the National Assembly on the 17th of August 2023. It was considered by the National Assembly and passed with amendments on the 21st of March 2024, following which it was referred to the Senate for its consideration. Honorable Speaker, could you kindly protect
I
me
can see you are struggling
from
to read your
Senator
statement.
Medhu?
Senator Medhu, Senator Wakoli. And this afternoon, Senator Medhu, you have caused a lot of confusion and problems in this chamber. I don't know. So, around the chair.
This is a very important statement,
Justice,
Mr. Speaker.
Listen to what he is reading.
Because the bill in question, and the reason why we are reading this bill is to acquaint the members on the proposed amendments leading to the amendments to protect the mandate of this House from the law that was being pushed and that had been passed by the National Assembly.
Now you have enough protection.
Thank you. Mr. Speaker, in the Senate, the bill was read a first time on 28th of March 2024, and it stood committed to the Standing Committee on Justice, Legal Affairs, and Human Rights. Honorable Speaker, the committee proceeded to consider the bill extensively, whereupon it made several observations. Among these include the bill, if passed, as it was passed from the National Assembly, Mr. Speaker, would fundamentally restrict the legislative and representative mandate of the Senate as provided under Article 96, 94, 109, 110, 112, and 114 of the Constitution. Mr. Speaker, the bill violates the Constitution by derogating from provisions of the Constitution and judicial pronouncements on the procedure for introduction and processing of legislation in the two Houses of Parliament. Thirdly, Mr. Speaker, the bill violates Article 118 of the Constitution by proposing that a committee of the Second House of Parliament can elect not to conduct public participation on account of public participation having been conducted by a committee of the other House of Parliament. And D, Mr. Speaker, the bill further contains provisions that would restrict access to judicial intervention as well as punish state officers and public officers, including members of this Honorable House, by introducing fetters and punitive measures to officers who would be deemed to have advised a House to pursue judicial intervention in a matter, and this is contrary to Article 236 of the Constitution. Mr. Speaker, consequently, by way of a report tabled in the Senate on Tuesday, 14th of May 2024, the committee recommended that the Senate rejects the bill at the second reading stage to pave way for mediation on the bill as contemplated under Article 113 of the Constitution. This, Mr. Speaker, would allow the two houses a time-bound window within which to agree on a version of the bill that may be passed by both Houses of Parliament, Arising from this, Mr. Speaker, the committee did not propose any amendments to the bill at that particular stage. Now, Honorable Speaker, the Senate debated the Houses of Parliament bicameral Bill 2023, National Assembly Bills number 44 of 2023, at second reading stage on various dates in the month of May, following which it voted on 30th July 2024 to have the bill read a second time. The import of this, Mr. Speaker, is that the bill will proceed to committee of the whole stage, where it will be considered clause by clause, and where amendments to the bill may be introduced and considered before the bill proceeds for its third reading. Noting this, Mr. Speaker, the committee resolved to revisit the bill with a view to proposing amendments to the bill for consideration by the House at committee of the whole House stage. In doing so, the committee reviewed previous bills on the procedure for processing legislation between the two houses of Parliament as passed by the Senate and referred to the National Assembly, as well as judicial pronouncements on the concurrence process on a bill as provided under sub-article 3 of the Constitution of Kenya. Honorable Speaker, I am happy to report that the committee has now tabled proposed amendments to the bill for consideration by the Senate at committee of the whole House stage. And I take this opportunity to commend the members of the committee for their devotion and commitment to duty, which made the reconsideration of the bill success. I also wish to thank the Office of the Speaker and the Clerk of the Senate for the support extended to the committee in undertaking this very important assignment. Honorable Speaker, it is now my pleasure, duty pursuant to Order 148, one of the Senate Standing Orders, to present proposed committee stage amendments on the Houses of Parliament Bicameral Relations Bill 2023, National Assembly Bills number 44 of 2023 by the Standing Committee on Justice, Legal Affairs and Human Rights of this House. Mr. Speaker, thank you. Chairperson, Justice and Legal Affairs Committee, and I encourage members to read on these proposed amendments. They are very critical before the amendments are made. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Okay. Thank you, Chair. Members have been well advised. Let's go now to statements pursuant to Standing Order 56(1)B. We start with the Chair. Chair and Delegate has a personal issue that is going to attend. Senator Karungo, you are the first on this order, but allow Senator Mwenda Gataya to read a statement. He has lost his sister, so he is running up and down to organize for the funeral. And I receive our condolences, Senator Mwenda Gataya.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for intervening on my behalf. Honorable Speaker, allow me to read the statement on the activities of the, the Committee on Delegated Legislation for the period 1st of April 2024 to 30th of August 2024. Pursuant to Standing Order number 56(1)B of the Senate Standing Orders, Honorable Speaker, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 56(1)B of the Senate Standing Orders to make a statement relating to the activities of the Committee on Delegated Legislation for the period April to August 2024. During the period, Honorable Speaker, under reference, the committee held a total of 41 sittings at which it considered various statutory instruments and held stakeholders' engagements. Committee benchmarking and stakeholders' engagements, Honorable Speaker, the committee did not undertake any benchmarking activities but engaged with 10 stakeholders in the evaluation of various statutory instruments.
To the grieving families.
On processing of statutory instruments, Honorable Speaker, the committee considered and acceded to the following statutory instruments. 1, the revision of laws under 2023. 2, the National Building Code 2024. 3, the Fisheries Management Regulations Legal Notice number 4956 of 2024. 4, the Survey Electronic Cadastral Transactions Amendments Regulation 2024, Legal Notice number 70 of 2024. The Community Land Amendments Regulations Legal Notice number 73 of 2024. The Land Registration Revocation Regulations Legal Notice number 75 of 2024.
In yesterday's
and the Climate Change Carbon Markets Regulations Legal Notice number 84 of 2024. The committee announced the following statutory instruments: the Social Health Insurance Fund Regulations, the Social Health Insurance Tribunal Procedure Laws, the Physical Land Use Regulations, Planning Fees and Amendments, the Land Amendments Regulation Legal Notice number 74 of 2024, and the Land Registration General Amendments Regulation Legal Notice number 77 of 2024. Honorable Speaker, the committee, through a motion, sought an extension for 3 statutory instruments on land matters, namely the various forms and fees amendments rules legal notice number 69 of 2024, the land adjudication amendments and regulation legal notice number 76 of 2024, and the survey amendments regulations legal notice number 71 of 2024. Honorable Speaker, these regulations later came into operation. Honorable Speaker, the committee formed its resolutions on the draft water sector trust fund projects funding criteria formulated pursuant to Section 116(3) of the Water Act number 43 of 2016. The committee communicated its resolution to the Minister of Water, Sanitation, and Irrigation for adoption prior to publication of the same regulations. Honorable Speaker, during the period under review, the committee also considered the draft Affordable Housing Regulation 2024 and made several inputs prior to the publication by the Minister of Lands, Housing and Urban Development. During the preview, the committee also, Honorable Speaker, resolved to have the Minister of Lands, Housing and Urban Development withdraw and republish 3 statutory instruments that were amended and expired statutory instruments. Honorable Speaker, and during the remainder of the third session, the committee has prioritized the conclusion of the consideration of statutory instruments before the committee. The committee also intends to engage with the counterpart committees of the county assemblies for capacity building. As I conclude, Honorable Speaker, I wish to thank the Office of the Speaker and the Clerk of the Senate for the steadfast support and they have accorded this committee, as well as members of the committee for their dedication, commitment to duty. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. This is Senator Mwenda Gataya, More Fire, Member of Parliament, Chairperson, Committee on Delegated Legislation. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Okay, thank you, Senator Gataya, Chair and Delegated. Let's now go to the Chairperson, Standing Committee on Loans, Transportation and Housing. Kiambu, Senator. Senator Karungo Wadhangwa.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Yeah, indeed, I am Karungo Wadhangwa, the Senator of Kiambu. Mr. Speaker, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 56(1)B to make a statement on the activities of the Standing Committee on Roads, Transportation and Housing for the period commencing 1st of April 2024 to 30th June 2024. Mr. Speaker, sir, the Standing Committee on Road, Transportation and Housing is established under Standing Order 228(3) of the Senate Standing Orders and is mandated to consider all matters relating to transport, roads, public works, housing, construction and maintenance of roads, rails and buildings, seaports and communication. Mr. Speaker, sir, during the period under consideration, the committee held 18 sittings. The committee considered 2 bills, 1 legislative proposal, 1 petition, and 17 statements. And with me that I'll table, attached to this statement is a schedule of legislative business considered by the committee. During the period under review, 7 statements that have been referred to the committee in the previous reporting periods were considered but not concluded because the committee sought supplementary information from the respective government agencies. The committee has, however, received several responses to statement to which it intends to consider during a retreat of the committee. Mr. Speaker, sir, the committee adopted a methodology of consideration of statements where it invites senators who request for statements referred to the committee before seeking a response from the relevant government agencies. Mr. Speaker, the purpose of this methodology is to apprise the committee on the nature of the statement, information gathering, policy review or intervention, deviation of law or processes that would call for oversight on the part of the committee. Reduce the number of supplementary issues that are sought from the statements and to provide clarity to an issue before the committee seeks for a response to the statement. If you allow me, Mr. Speaker, just for clarity, what I'm trying to say is that once we receive the statement from the Speaker, before we direct it to the agencies or government agencies to get a response, we first of all invite the senator who sought that statement so that they can give us more information, because we understood that our statements at this House, they are over-edited, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, sir, in the reporting period, the committee held the following two consultative meetings. One, with the Ministry of Lands, Public Works, Housing and Urban Development, to deliberate on conditional grants to counties on the Kenya Urban Support Program, that is KUSIP 2, and the Kenya Informal Settlement Improvement Project, that is KISIP 2. The committee will be further engaging the Ministry of Lands, Public Works, Housing and Urban Development to ensure that eligible counties are prepared to absorb the funds from the grants.
I'll mention 4 items within the Act which really give confidence to the private sector to come and invest.
Madam Speaker, B, with the Ministry of Roads and Transport to deliberate on the conditional grant to counties which really give confidence to the private sector to come and invest. The committee established that the Ministry of Roads and Transport was not willing to disburse the RMLF funds to counties in pretext of being required not to do so by the National Assembly through a resolution of 28 September 2023. The same is evidenced by the failure of the National Assembly to include the RMLF share to counties in the County Government Additional Allocation Bill 2024. And in this one, we hope the new CS, Mr. Churchill, will agree with the committee on how to give these funds to the counties. Mr. Speaker, sir. Madam Speaker, sorry. In this period, the committee visited the Roads and Transport Authority of the United Arab Emirates so as to enhance the capacity of the committee on policy framework and operations in the areas of bus rapid transit system and road tolling system. Madam Speaker, the committee experienced the following challenges. 1, delayed response to statements, petitions, and inquiries by government agencies. The committee experienced cases of delayed response to information, sought partly because some statements were not clear as to where to seek the information between the national government agencies and the county governments. Madam Speaker, number 2, we also experienced the following challenge: non-attendance of the meetings to consider responses to statements by senators who requested the statements. This delayed conclusion of the statements. And Madam Speaker, here, methodology by inviting the senators to our committee through letters so that we can file those letters, and whenever they are needed, we can produce to the Senate to show that so-and-so failed to appear before the committee, so that once we consider the statement without the Senate in question, nobody would blame the committee, Madam Speaker. And with that, Madam Speaker, I thank you. My name, Karungo Wadhangwa, Senator of Kiambu, Chairperson, Committee on Road, Transportation and Housing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Senator Karungo Wadhangwa. I believe the next statement was to be issued by the Senate Majority Leader. So he's not here. So next order.
Familia, wanakanisa, watu wote wa Murang'a, Bwana Yesu asifiwe. God is good. And all the time,
to make a statement relating to the activities of the committee for the period April to August 2024. Senator Methu.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I rise pursuant to Standing Order 56(1)B of the Senate Standing Orders to make a statement relating to the activities of the Standing Committee on Land, Environment and Natural Resources during the period of April to August 2024. Honorable Speaker, during the period under review, the committee held a total of 18 sittings, which it considered 5 bills, 6 petitions, and 24 statements. Attached to this statement is a schedule of the legislative business considered by the committee. In the reporting period, the committee held meetings with the Ministry of Tourism and Wildlife, the National Land Commission on 3 different bills, and further sought written responses on petitions and statements. In addition, written responses were sought with some responses still pending from the following stakeholders. Number 1, the Ministry of Land, Housing and Urban Development. Number 2, the Ministry of Environment, Climate Change and Forestry. Number 3, the Ministry of Water, Sanitation and Irrigation. Number 4, the Ministry of Mining, Blue Economy and Maritime Affairs. Number 5, the Ministry of Tourism, Wildlife and Heritage. And number 6, National Land Commission. Honorable Speaker, the committee considered and tabled 3 reports on the following 3 bills. Number 1, the Wildlife Conservation and Management Amendment Bill, Senate Bill number 46 of 2023. Number 2, the Wildlife Conservation and Management Amendment Bill, Senate Bill number 49 of 2023. Number 3, the National Rating Bill 2022, National Assembly Bill number 55 of 2022. The committee intends to table its report on the Land Amendment Bill 2022, National Assembly Bill number 40 of 2022. Following the conclusion of the consideration of the bill, conclusion of the consideration of the bill. Additionally, Honorable Speaker, the committee is currently considering 3 bills currently under mediation. Honorable Speaker, the committee has 8 petitions committed to it that are pending and under consideration, having tabled 1 report of the petition by the Siani residents on the destruction of the 41 hectares of Siani wetland during the period under review. The committee has since managed to consider 6 of the petitions during the reporting period and following the receipt of the written submissions from various stakeholders. Honorable Speaker, 3 of the aforementioned petitions require county visits by the committee to enable conclusion of consideration of the petitions. The committee endeavors to ensure completion of the remainder of the petitions that are pending by the next reporting period as it pursues the response from the relevant stakeholders. Honorable Speaker, cumulatively, the committee has received a total of 132 statements, out of which 92 have been concluded, 40 are pending before the committee. This translates to a completion rate of 70%. During the period under review, 7 statements were considered by the committee and dispatched to the relevant senators. Honorable Speaker, in conclusion, I wish to thank your office and that of the Clerk of the Senate for the continuous support that has been accorded the committee in undertaking its work. Lastly, I also wish to thank the members of the committee for their commitment and diligence and contributions during the committee activities. Signed by myself, John Muhia Medhu, Senator Fanyandaro and Chair of the committee. Thank you very much, Speaker.
Thank you, Senator John Muhia Methu. The next statement is by the Chairperson, Select Committee on County Public Investments and Special Funds, to make a statement relating to the activities of the committee for the period April to August 2024. Senator Osotsi.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 56(1)B to make a statement on the activities of the County Public Investments and Special Funds Committee for the period commencing April 2024 to September 2024. That is the last 5 months. During the period under review, the committee held a total of 65 meetings within and outside the precincts of Parliament to consider matters within its mandate.